Timberwolves are, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Minnesota, McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the 5. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Look, DiVincenzo relishes the chance to punish the defense. He likes to shake them up with the slam.
DiVincenzo against Murray, and stolen by Gobert. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Randall the bucket on the assist by Gobert.
Good effort by Randall to get up the floor and make himself available.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's DiVincenzo, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Back to Gobert, and stolen by Jokic. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Gordon, and Gordon with the big finish.
Fighting to the hoop. Gordon taking blows, but finished the play. Wow.
DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Edwards looking for an opening. Yep, count it.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Murray passes to Brown. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Taking a look at some numbers here for Jaden McDaniels.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. And here's Randall, defended by Gordon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
The first one falls. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And Randall drops them both. And Stan, after last season, Jokic was blunt. Asked if they had enough to win the title, he said they didn't.
Well, B.A., the challenge is improving this roster, and it's not easy to do with today's salary restraints, but they understand it's absolutely necessary.
Now here's Murray, averaging almost 23 points a contest, a fantastic offensive player. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Johnson against McDaniels. Here's Edwards. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Outside Brown. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass on the layup.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Johnson. Gordon, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pure from three-point range.
Well, you got to love that play. Murray gets to his spot, and the pass is right there.
Now Randall. Now Gobert. Covered by Jokic. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Murray. For 3, DiVincenzo. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. And the three-pointer goes. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
On the wing, Murray. Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo. Murray passes to Gordon. Denver needs to get off a shot. Here's Brown. Again, Denver scores.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Randall against Gordon. Tries the 9-footer. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Strong finish by Randall. He's really worked on his upper body over his career.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
The free throw drops for Randall. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The Nuggets in second. In the third spot, Minnesota.
Both teams shooting with great confidence as of late. These guys don't waste opportunities.
Nuggets trail by 5. Now Murray. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Hardaway. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Now Randall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
Well, you look at Julius Randle, his stats over his career. He's a forward who chips in different ways. An excellent passer for his size.
First free throw is good. And after that surprising Karl Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seemed to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
And Randall drops them both. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Brown. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 7. Randall outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Murray against DiVincenzo. Here's Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Nikola Jokic. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, that's what Gobert is out there to do. Using his size to win second chances at the hoop.
Outside Brown. Back to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Johnson against Randall. Shoots over Johnson. And stolen by Jokic. And Denver pushing it up now. Here's Brown. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You see this from Brown night after night. Always ready to get out on the break.
And the jam by Gobert.
Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge stuff.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Outside Brown. Here's Jokic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
First one falls for him. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. And Jokic drops them both. Last season, Nikola Jokic averaged a triple-double. The first big man to ever do it, Coach.
And only the third player to ever do it. I mean, in one of these games, B.A., he had 30 points, 22 assists, and 21 rebounds. This guy's from another planet.
Now here's Edwards. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Just 3 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Miller's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Shannon comes in for Edwards. And a switch here also for Denver. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Now here's Brown. Outside Hardaway for 3. Miller pulls it in.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Clock at 6. Here's Shannon. Yep, that one goes. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Now here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Right side Hardaway. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. No good on the 3. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Clark outside. Reed against Valanciunas. From deep, Conley. Rebounded by Johnson. Denver has gone 1 of 4 from deep. To the paint. Here's Watson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
Shannon's shot is off.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside Hardaway. Brown in the high post. Clark against Johnson. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pulls up at the elbow. Rebound Minnesota. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
Yeah, and that comes down to playing reckless defense. They need to have more discipline and do a better job of guarding without fouling.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here's Hardaway. 17 points for him last game against Indiana. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, at 6'11", 275, Valanciunas can really carve out space down low.
Pass to Miller. Kicks it out to Clark. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Hardaway with it. He's scoreless. Fires the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And, Coach, last season, the Nuggets were 5th in three-point percentage, but dead last in attempts.
Yeah, you could argue that they should shoot more threes, but then again, they were 2nd in percentage on two-point field goals, so they have a wealth of options, and to be honest, offense is rarely a problem for the Nuggets.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Now here's Murray. A nice shot by Watson.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And here's Conley. Pass to Randall. The kick out to Conley. Misses the 3. Nuggets trail by 8. Outside Watson. Here's Brown. Outside Watson. Now Brown. To the inside. Randall with a steal. Got a piece of it. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Down low. Valanciunas finds Murray. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Rocking that rim, Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
Up top, Randall. Defended by Watson. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. 9-point game. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for him. Hammers the lob through.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Conley passes to Clark. Here's Shannon. Outside Conley. Launches it. Buries it from 3. Conley's got 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brown passes to Watson. Murray against Conley. Murray deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 9.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
All right.
Anthony Edwards just checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Shannon. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic just checked in. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Dillingham. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Outside Conley. Randall inside. He's against Watson. And here's Edwards outside. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Now Conley. He's got 6. Over to the wing. Reed for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
When I think about Bruce Brown, the term glue guy comes to mind, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., I think that's right on the money. The way Brown hustles and does a little bit of everything, he can cover for gaps in a rotation. A key cog for that 2023 Nuggets title team.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys, back to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Jokic. A 32-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Hardaway against Edwards. Inside. Pass to Dillingham. There's the triple. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 6th assist of the night.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Reed passes to Edwards. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Smart transition play by Jokic.
Well, he moves like he's in slow motion, but Jokic is lethal in transition.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Denver, Gordon, he's checked in for Watson. Cam Johnson comes in for Hardaway. And Brown subbed in for Brown. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Randall. Takes a 3. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
All around, a big man to contend with. Jokic making the defender think twice and drawn the contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
He's off on the second.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic, a giant man with point guard skills.
Now here's Randall. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And the number of points he got at the foul line shows how tough he was to defend.
Not a lot of guys with the size that Randall has can run the pick and roll. It's impressive how you can put him on either side.
Murray with it. DiVincenzo covering. Screen by Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Outside Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Brown with a screen on DiVincenzo. Murray for 3. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Brown. From 7. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Gordon. Jokic with a screen on Randall. Johnson on the wing. Back to Gordon. Murray against DiVincenzo. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And he drops the first. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in, and both free throws good for Edwards.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Now here's Brown. No points so far. Johnson with it. Back to Brown. Denver moving it around. Gordon, the pass to Brown. And here's Brown for three. He buries it from three. Brown's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to McDaniels. DiVincenzo with the screen on Johnson. Here's McDaniels. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Gobert against Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his third foul so far.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. Pickett, he's checked in for the Nuggets. McDaniels against Gordon. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Pickett can't hit. Minnesota leading by 10. Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Reed. Outside McDaniels. Takes the three. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Johnson. Pass to Pickett. Here's Jokic. Steps back. And that one's good. Pickett's got his first 2 points.
Teammates benefit so much from playing with Jokic. He draws all the attention, then sets you up for the score.
Now here's DiVincenzo. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And his free throw numbers tell you a lot about his performance. He was very aggressive.
Here's Brown. Down low. It's intercepted. Here's Dillingham. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot from the low post is good. DiVincenzo's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, DiVincenzo enjoys working inside. He can be appropriately aggressive in the paint.
From deep, Johnson. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves lead by 10. The 11-footer. Dillingham, no good. Denver has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Jokic. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Brown, he's checked in for Pickett.
Substitution on the court.
.36 seconds left in the first half. Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Brown passes to Jokic. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Jokic has got 17.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Minnesota again missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Brown passes to Jokic. Outside Johnson. The 3 knocks down the triple. Now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. Here's a good one. Shaq Can't Dunk 32 wants to know, how do you guys deal with internet trolls?
Well, first of all, that's the most ridiculous name I've ever seen.
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I got a good chuckle.
Kenny, let me see your phone. Did you send that?
Jack, there's zero chance I'd ever let you touch my phone. No way.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Nuggets trail by 3. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Give him 8.
Yeah, it's 6'6" with good hops. Brown isn't your average guard. He does very well down low.
To the inside, and stolen by Murray. Pass to Brown. Gordon outside. Jokic with a screen on Randall. And Gordon with the big finish.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Second half getting started, about a minute played. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he's going for the oop here. And And Gordon with the big finish.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Randall finds DiVincenzo. It's McDaniels on the wing, covered by Johnson. Off the mark there with a three.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. Denver moving it around. Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of that.
To the middle. Pass to Randall. Now here's McDaniels. To the paint. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by McDaniels. Edwards got 19 points.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Back to Murray. Gordon outside. To the wing, right side. From deep, Jokic. Randall pulls down the board. And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Nikola Jokic, third. The fourth spot held by Anthony Edwards.
2 premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Randall. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. And down it goes. 2 points. Randall's got 12 points in the game.
Well, in addition to his low post scoring, Randall is also dangerous from the mid-range. Nice looking Jay there.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Randall. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. 15 points in the game.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
McDaniels against Johnson. Here's Jokic. Drops one in from the wing. Jokic has got 19 points.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
Denver's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Murray finds Johnson. Pass to Gordon. Let's go with a 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Gobert with the follow. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Outside Brown. Johnson passes to Brown. Murray against DiVincenzo. Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 7 assists in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Gordon. Johnson on the wing. Back to Gordon. Edwards against Brown. Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Edwards against Brown. Outside, DiVincenzo. Inside. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Back to Murray. Gordon on the wing. Checked by Randall. Fires it from 18. Jokic gets the bucket. Jokic just got 7 points here in the quarter.
Jokic has every shot.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Randall. He's got 15. Outside McDaniels. Murray against DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Denver has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Gordon. Now here's Brown, defended by Gobert. The kick out to Johnson. Fires for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammate...
Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Murray against DiVincenzo. Murray passes to Jokic, knocks it loose, and stolen by Gobert. Murray against DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. 6 on the shot clock. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Over Brown. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
The Nuggets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Outside Johnson. Jokic the screen. Johnson passes to Gordon. Back to Johnson. Here's Jokic, defended by Gobert. Jokic, no good. Minnesota in the lead. It's McDaniels on the wing. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Another shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, when Gobert gets deep positioning like that, sometimes you're better off just sending him to the line.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
The first free throw is good. Stand Rudy Gobert. He can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, BA. And he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nas Reed's checked in for Randall. Shannon comes in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. You know, BA, even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Here's Brown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Throw good. Brown. And Minnesota with some changes. Ingles comes in for Gobert, and Clark is subbed in for Edwards. And then for Denver, Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Nikola Jokic. And it's Pickett in for Strother. And both free throws good for Brown. Here's Conley. 6 points for him. Pass to Shannon. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. From downtown. The shot by Conley. No good. The Nuggets trail. Pickett passes to Watson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Conley looking for an opening. Here's Shannon, defended by Brown. Here's Conley. Gets a very good look and converts. Conley's got 8.
Yeah, this is Money Mike in action. An efficient shooter who does all he can to find points.
To the middle. And the basket by Brown. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Shannon. And here is Ingles. Outside Reed. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Out to the right wing. Valanciunas against Reed. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Shannon. Outside Conley. Pass to Shannon. Back to Conley. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside, Ingles. Here's the pick. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Hardaway. Good on the bucket.
Look, Conley's run pick and roll 1,000,000 times. Knows when to pass it, knows when to keep it.
Outside Hardaway. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Bruce Brown. Tim Hardaway is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Murray, and it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That shot off. Good work defensively by Randall. Pass to Clark. Puts up a 3. Hauled in by Brown.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
First personal foul.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Juzang, he's checked in for Clark, and Dillingham subbed in for Shannon. The free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Randall outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Murray. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute played. Hardaway on the wing. Brown passes to Murray. Releases from 15. Off the window, it's good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
I just love that shot from Murray. He makes you defend him on all 3 levels.
And here's Conley. Randall outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Now Murray. Pass to Brown. And here's Watson. Checked by Randall. And it's Denver with another.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Murray against Conley. Here's Juzang. Looking to win the run. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley, making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Murray against Conley. Now here's Murray. 4-3. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 3. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
All right, coming off the court. Come on and get down for your Timberwolves. Breaking it there.
Anthony Edwards is checked in for Juzang. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Poke loose. Stolen by Reed. Hardaway against Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your star.
Murray against Conley. Knocked away. Edwards with it. From outside the arc. Watson with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Murray. Now here's Hardaway. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall outside. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Randall. Randall's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Murray against Conley. Jokic with a screen on Conley. And Minnesota making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Johnson, he's checked in for Watson. Hardaway finds Johnson. Denver moving it around. Here's Brown. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Brown. Here's Jokic. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing.
McDaniels, that's good.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Brown. Back to Murray. They still need this. Up and over Conley.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Outside Watson. Jokic the screen. Watson passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, run into Jokic too hard on the screen, and you'll be on the bench for a while. Here's
Edwards. throw line jumper. Another one falls for Minnesota.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
2 shots. Ball.
And the first one at the line is good.
I'd like to call attention to Christian Braun's work ethic. This is a player who has never stopped developing his game, kept looking for ways to get more involved.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Watson. It's both from the stripe.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. McDaniels a screen. Randall, pass to DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Johnson. McDaniels can't hit.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Edwards against Brown. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Over Gobert. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 8 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Randall, pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards against Brown.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Brown. Back to Murray. Pass to Gordon. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Randall deciding where to go with it. Over Murray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brown finds Murray. Now Gordon. DiVincenzo covering. Murray passes to Johnson. Denver moving it around. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Gordon against DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. Edwards connects from outside.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Murray. Randall with a steal. On the break. DiVincenzo. He drills the wide open jumper.
Excellent possession there. If you set up DiVincenzo, it usually leads to points.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
All right, look who's coming off the court.
Outside Murray. Brown fires. Oh, no good. Unable to end this run. And here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Oh, no good on the layup. Nuggets trail by 8. Now Brown. Here's Murray. Now Jokic. 6 to shoot.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
2 shots. Nikola Jokic.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Jokic drops them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Minnesota leading by 6. Now McDaniels. Outside DiVincenzo. Edwards. The triple drops.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Denver has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Jokic against Gobert. Brown fires. And yes, sir. Matching 3-pointers. Wow.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Edwards. Ooh, look at Edwards get after it inside.
And sometimes Edwards makes defenses feel helpless. Tough shot there.
Jokic in the post. Defended by Gobert. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Randall against Johnson. Now Edwards. Now Randall.
No stranger to getting to the line. Randall had a chance to draw a foul, and he made sure the ref saw it.
At the line for Minnesota, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. And Randall drops them both.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown with a screen on DiVincenzo. Now Jokic. Shoots it up. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Now here's Randall. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.